Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. My hammers. I wanted to show you my hammers because I've added a fair few since I did my last hammer, smithy hammer video. That's the bucket I keep it in, Bunnings 20-litre bucket. I found that's the best way to transport them around. I put them in there and take it to Jack's smithy. That's probably the easiest way to carry them around. There they are. Yeah, I added a fair few. Still, I've got a couple to finish off, but I've got a good range now. So yeah, added a couple yesterday. I went and bought a couple. Starting off with these ones, I showed you these ones already. I'm at the point now where I'm starting to know which hammers I like, especially in the brands, particularly the older vintage. I buy vintage hammers mainly, but that's being said, I've got a couple here that are production hammers that are brand new that just suit me. So yeah, but anyway, one of the smallest ones I've just got to do. I've just weighed it. It's not actually an 8 ounce, it's a 10 ounce. So yeah, convert it over. I've got to handle it. I'm going to handle this one myself. Yeah, just came out of the quench tank. It's got to be all cleaned up and put a handle on it. That's going to be a good one. This is a lock. I actually prefer locks and Gilpins. They're vintage English hammers. Both of them are shut down now. Could be 200 years old. So yeah, this is a lock, 1 pound hammer. I did weigh it. It just weighs just over the pound. So yeah, got lots of hopes for this one. The pin's a little bit skewed, but yeah, I could have straightened that up a little bit. But anyway, that's the way it goes. It's still going to work fine. I would have preferred if the pin was a little bit bigger, but because the ball was not big enough to make it that way, that's just the way it is. But anyway, yeah, bought this at Bunnings yesterday, $5.70. So yeah, tiny. It's a 3.5 ounce. So yeah, it's going to be a fantastic little hammer for light work. Really, really light work. Yeah, couldn't go past it for $5. Fantastic. My lock number one. Yeah, great little hammer. Love it. Only one that's got a flat face. All the others have got going to have rounded faces on them, but I've kept this one with a flat face. Cross peen. Yeah, I don't know why they do the cross peens with the lighter hammers, but anyway, they do. So yeah, love this little hammer. It's a great one for light work. So yeah, and I actually, Lock and Gilpin are the two hammer ones I like, but I think I'm going to go mainly for locks. They're the ones I seem to go for. An 11 ounce rounding hammer. That's Jack gave me that one. Fantastic. Yeah, I love it. It's a nice intermediate hammer. Yeah, good for rounding and yeah, just nice, good working hammer. Brings me on to my 1.5 pound lock. Fantastic. This is my preferred hammer. I can swing this all day. Does great work. Used it a fair bit now. Yeah, made a striker the other day, and this is the one I was using mostly. Yeah, fantastic hammer. I love it. This is a great, great smithy hammer for me. Gift from a friend. Jack made that hammer for me. It's a 750 gram head. Yeah, I used this again the other day too. So yeah, when I'm not using that one, I tend to go for this one. So yeah, they're between those two. They're just a slightly different work. I tend to go between these two. So yeah, I really like this hammer. It's going to be with me for the rest of my life. That brings me on to my Gilpin. I just got this one in. It hasn't been converted over yet. 2 pound Gilpin, 900 grammer. Fantastic. I love this one. This is going to be a great hammer. This is going to be my 2 pounder. So yeah, steps up between. I've always said the 2 pounds my favourite. I think a 1.5 pounder is going to be my preferred weight, but 2 pound, yeah. This has got a lot of potential. I'm going to convert her over. Although I don't know, I might just not, because this handle's not real good. I'm going to talk to Jack anyway. I might leave it as a ball peen. I don't know yet. I'm going to talk to him anyway and see what he says. But I definitely have to round the head anyway and rehandle it. So yeah, but that's a Gilpin. I didn't get rid of it. I gave it to Lawson, my Bertha, because Jack had a Bertha. I've talked about it on my other video. And this is exactly the Bertha he has. For some reason, these Berthas just work so well. It's a Friskers 3 pound Bertha. The peen works really well, and I just had to get one. They're an expensive hammer. They're about 50 bucks from Bunnings. So that's for smithy hammers. It's not that expensive because you normally pay $200 or $300 for a smithy hammer. But for normal hammers, I don't pay that much. I did pay about $50 for the Gilpin, but for a vintage hammer, including post, 50 bucks is about as high as I'll ever go. I paid $38 for my lock, and $15 for that one. So yeah, I know $10 for that one. So yeah, you don't pay a lot of money for these vintage hammers, but 50 bucks for that for a hammer of this quality, because these are just a perfect storm for a Bertha. I love it. It just does a lot of work. You can move with the peen. You can move that 6.5 mil 6.5 mil W2 really well with this hammer. It just does work, and it's just a good working Bertha. And that brings me to my big Bertha, my 3.7 pound Bertha, big Bertha, and yeah, the one I made. So yeah, and that's rounds it out. Fantastic. I did find, that's why I bought this one, because I did try to use this peen. It's just not as good as the other Bertha. So, but this one, the face in it just works really well. If you want to move metal, this is a beautiful hammer to do. But yeah, this one, the peen just seems to be a little bit better at doing it. And for some reason, this 3 pounder just works. It's just a fantastic hammer. But that's my smithy hammers. Pretty much. Now, I've got, yeah, a fair few of them now. I didn't realise how many I've got. But as far as Smiths go, I think they you just can't have enough hammers. And when I get those two, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hammers. So yeah, 10 of them. And I want to have a double peen. So it'll have peen on both sides. And I'm going to do a proper rounding hammer, probably a 2 pound rounding hammer, and it'll have rounding heads on both sides. So that'll be another 2. So I'll have 12 all up. But yeah, just got this one in, and Gilpin. I've always liked, because Jack's got a couple of Gilpins. He's got a full range of Gilpins, and I've been admiring them for a while. And yeah, once I got onto a lock, because I've got 3 locks now. I really like them. They're a nice hammer. They just come up really well, and that 1.5 pounder tickles my fancy really well. It's just a fantastic hammer. And of course, the one Jack gave me is a treasured item from a gift from a friend that will be with me for the rest of my life. But yeah, getting a good selection now, and I can do things now. Like I can do anything I want to do with forging, as far as most of the work. I can pretty well pick whatever one I want and get pretty much a full range. I do have one other, a 4 pound, which is a big hammer. That's about as heavy as I want to go. And it's a Gilpin 4 pounder. I'm thinking I might buy it too. But yeah, it's about as expensive as this one. So yeah, I don't like spending more than about $50 on a hammer because yeah, I prefer to make them. If I'm going to spend that sort of money, I prefer to make them because I'm at that stage where I can make a quality hammer that I can use. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough and made enough clanging noises. Thanks for watching.